There are lots of things that give me confidence. I think continuity is a big part of it. I feel that in terms of performance through the 2012 season, we were very good. There were few issues with reliability that set us back quite a bit through the season. But I really feel that we've improved in those areas, and we know the issues that we had, and hopefully they won't happen again. But everyone's been working really hard. Obviously things have changed here in the team. I have a new teammate for 2013 who is Sergio Perez, which is also exciting because it adds something to the team. I think someone that's young and excited about the new challenge of racing for Vodafone, McLaren, Mercedes, I think it does bring something. So I think we have a good partnership, and we're ready after seeing the car today. I think we're all ready to start testing, and an important few weeks before the first race. Experience over the last 3 years of working with the team, working with my engineers. You do need a really good bond with your engineers. A really good understanding. But also working with the aerodynamicists, working with the engineers on the mechanical side of the car, and developing it over the last 3 years. It does take time when you're with a new team to really gel and to find a car that really suits your style, and I feel that we've been stepping in the right direction for a long time now. My toy, my baby, call it many different things, the MP4-28, it's so nice when you come back after the winter break. You come back, you're excited, you're fit, you're healthy, ready for action. Spend quite a lot of time at the factory, you see the car coming together, and you do your seat fit, you see a new part arrive that they stick on the car, front suspension, front wishbones. Then the engine comes, you might be there for the startup, and then you finally see it as one with everyone else, because that is when the car is ready to be shown to the world. It's not been ready for a week, it's ready at the launch. So when you see it, it's the same time as everyone else. So it's a very special feeling for a driver. It's his machine, it's part of him for that season, and you have crossed fingers. You know that the people here have done a great job. They're working hard, but you still don't know how good that car is going to be. So it's a pretty tense moment, but yeah, a very exciting moment to be acquainted with your new motor. And the regulations haven't really changed since 2012, so you would think that the cars would be quite similar, but we've changed a lot on our car, and I think that's a good thing. I think that the 2012 car, the 27, was a good car, but I think we're getting close to the end of the development curve with it. Whereas with this car, there are a lot of changes. We start, obviously, the start of the winter was quite tricky because we had taken a step back in performance, and we've had to work our way up. But I think for the long run, over a whole season, this is the right move. You will see a lot of differences with this car. From a distance, maybe not, but it is very different under the skin, and that's what makes, I think, the 28 a very exciting car. Yeah, things have changed in terms of my teammate, and Checo is on board, and I think for him it's a very exciting opportunity. I remember walking in the doors of McLaren back in 2010, and to be part of this team that has so much history and pretty much delivers every year in Formula One victories. We were always fighting for the World Championship, but every year I've been here, I've won 2 or 3 Grand Prix, so that is a very special feeling when you walk through the front door. You know that that is going to be the case. Yeah, it's good for him, and for me, it's always nice having a new teammate. It's fun, and you still learn off of each other. He's still very young in the sport. It's his 3rd year, but I'll still learn from him, and I'm sure he'll learn a lot from me in terms of understanding the way that we work here at McLaren. And I can't see why we wouldn't have a good working relationship. He seems like he's willing to learn, and he's quick. So yeah, I look forward to working with him in 2013. Yeah, as you saw, at the launch, there is so much history in this team from the Can-Am days, through the World Championship winning cars with the MP4, the 23, and also, the future of the car manufacturing business in terms of the P1 that I drove around the lake. So it's really special to be a part of that. And hopefully with all the experience this team has of racing, and my experience with the team over the last 3 years, will really help us in this season develop this car and have a great season. There are 2 less days than last year in testing. We only have 6 days now per driver in the new car, so it's not a lot. We obviously do a lot of simulator work, which is useful, but in terms of reliability work and proper setup work, reality is the best way. So those days in the car are so important to us. You know, I'm driving the car for the first time on the 5th of February. And even that day, you know, we are aiming to do a lot of mileage, you know, put a lot of mileage on the parts, hopefully life a lot of the parts, and then move on to proper testing the second day in the car. But as you say, it's so limited. It's tough, but, you know, with a team like this, with the reliability that we will hopefully have, we'll get a lot done over those 6 days of testing.